Yo yo, Emotional Devil here, and we have Forspoken. We're gonna do 100% of everything, all the combat secrets, the whole nine. There's hidden combos, there's secret bosses. I'm gonna teach you how to do that build I just used in the previous clip to absolutely vaporize the hidden boss. It's gonna be a good time. No tutorials. The tutorial they give is pretty half-assed. It doesn't teach you too much. Okay, first things first, the parkour. So, pressing circle gives you a dash. Pressing and holding circle for just a moment will engage the parkour sprint. The flow. So you don't have to hold the button the whole time, just until it starts the sprint, and then it ends it. If you keep holding it though, you can infinitely sprint. Well, it drains stamina. You can look down in the bottom left corner. Sorry about the alarm. Alternatively, you can wait until right after the fire burst and then repress circle at that point, so you don't have to keep holding it the whole time. So I'll press it here. So as you can see, if you press circle during the fire burst, you get a fire dash for speed, and that actually restores 1 nugget of stamina.
Doesn't feel so bad.
So you can watch the stamina.
Normal human beings, on the other
And then if I burst,
Hey, I am a normal human being, thank you very much.
that way you don't have to enter combat with no stamina. Alright, next up is wall climbing. So when you go up towards the wall, if you press towards the wall and circle, you can, like, kick off the wall. And from what I can tell, you can do that twice for now, before you can't go up the wall anymore. But if there's something for you to stand on, like some of these ledges, you can climb up all the way.
I sense a hostile presence. Be on your guard.
Yeah,
So,
stay frosty. Got it.
fall damage. Scan real quick, get the tutorial out of the way. So there is fall damage, but not if you have stamina.
Frank, are you hurt?
You can
What
see
do you
there,
think, genius?
took the stamina.
Good. You're well enough to be unpleasant.
And if you run out of stamina or you're really low, you'll actually take damage to the bar, your health bar. Alright, so now for spells. So they have this cool system here where when you switch your spells, your offensive spell, you're only switching what you do when you hold the button down. So tapping,
Being in this place makes me miserable.
you have a small combo of bolts, and then pressing and holding, you have your burst shot. The game starts you off with a level 2 burst shot, so you can charge it up more. But instead of waiting for the charge, if you actually do that at the end of your burst combo, it automatically jumps it to level 2. And that system works for all of your hold spells, which is really cool. I'll give you an example here with the shield. Press and hold, get level 1 and level 2. But if we do that out of the burst combo, immediately a level 2 shield. And then here we have the scatter shot. When you press and hold, you get like a machine gun, and then at the end of it, you get a long range projectile. That one's really good for taking out flying things. And then over here, you have a couple of secondary spells. We'll go through all these eventually.
Taste that air.
What does it taste
But
like?
some of them are pretty cool.
Strawberries.
The disperse is really, really good for flying enemies because it'll automatically shoot rocks at them and stuff, which is really nice. The tendril can heal you. It heals based on damage it does when you hit people with it. Bind does what you think it would do. It binds people up with roots. And then leech will kind of heal you from like poison if you're poisoned. Alternatively, we have the fire magic. So that's your basic offensive spell. That kind of replaces your bolt. So this won't change. But Arc Slice is the hold. And if you do that in the air, you get that move. And then so same thing here. We only have level 1 anyways. But you can do that out of a combo. For an instant charge. And then for secondaries we have the dash move, the Crucible, which increases your attack power while you're inside of it, and it also does physically damage enemies if they're hitting the flames. And then you got this move. I have no idea how to pronounce it. This move is super cool. So when you cast this, you get these little swords, and they go out and attack stuff when you're charging spells. And then they come back. This includes going back to Earth, and you can charge like the burst shot, and the fire blades will go out and attack. And then over here, you can change the Arc Slice to Blast Slice. So now you still have your combo, but when you press and hold, you get a spear. You can throw that, and then it impales and then explodes afterwards. And if you use that while you're in the air,
Thanks.
you get all the blades that stab, which is super sick. And then Rage Slice is the last one. Press and hold this. You get a cool combo, and then at the end of it, I have it charge up. I'm still holding the button, and when you release, you get a nice little burst. What's cool about this combo though is you can move during it if you press in different directions. And then you can switch magics by holding L and R1 to get the menu to pop up. Alternatively, you can just hit left and right on the D-pad. Just hitting right over and over again seems to cycle through. And then the final way that's really cool is if you have fire magic selected and you press L and R1, and then instead of selecting any of the magics, if you press circle, you use a little bit of stamina, but you can do this earth move, and then it switches you to earth magic. And then even in earth magic, you could still use it. So, we'll go forward a little bit, and then we'll start exploring around. They give you this whole area for the demo, which is awesome. So our first goal is we're going to go here, and I'll show you guys a couple really cool things we can do here, and then we'll start exploring around. We'll get into the rest of the spells and the gear in just a little bit.
Look out! Now's your chance.
On it!
That kind of magic requires more range.
Kinda guessed that already.
You don't hang around, do you?
No point wasting time.
I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, because I had to do a couple of takes on this. But if you do your spells, I think I mentioned this, out of a combo, then it automatically cranks it up to level 2. And that goes for doing parkour. So your normal burst shot is there, but if you do that out of dashing, you do a couple shots. And if you dash to where you're in parkour mode and you jump and cast, you get a cool little flick bolt. And if you keep holding, you land and have an immediate level 2 burst.
Did you find something?
This is another cool parkour ability. During parkour, right when you land, if you re-jump, you can get, I don't remember the name of the move, we'll look it up. Let's see. Shimmy.
The prisoner here was
And you can keep chaining shimmies together.
Oh yeah? Well, whoever started that rumor never met me.
convinced you'd have ended up there, eh?
Alright, so first thing you want to do is come up into this house.
Beyond the door, she was greeted by the most unimaginable sight.
An actual bed.
Some healing items
Actual
here.
treasure.
Some lore stuff. Bed to rest and sleep. And then the most important thing in here,
Never seen that book before.
the spellcraft book. So this one lets you pick any of your spells that you currently have unlocked, and you can enhance them by taking on a challenge. So the first thing I would like to do is grab this one, Flow, and Shimmy. So the challenge for this one, the leap, climb a certain height. For Flow, evade enemy attacks using magic parkour. And then Shimmy, just use Shimmy 50 times. And you can see underneath it, it tells you what it'll do to the spell if you are successful with the challenge. So Shimmy, we were just using it, didn't take any stamina, but if we unlock this, it'll actually start restoring our stamina. This one improves stamina recovery. Improves stamina recovery.
Time to work on that spell, then.
Then real quick over here,
What was I gonna make again?
you can craft more health stuff. And then later you can increase how much you can hold for healing items and for your crafting components. Upgrading the game, the demo lets you have different cloaks and necklaces and stuff. We'll get into that in just a minute. We'll be doing plenty of upgrading.
What, I can't even yawn now?
Alright, so the first thing I'd like to do is head back, but we're going to go up. So pressing square at any time lets you use your fire whip. And you can use that in combat on an enemy to pull yourself to them, and if you press and hold square, the game slows down and lets you pick a target. Keep in mind this move uses a little bit of stamina. And as you can see there, whipping onto these outcrops lets you fling yourself up pretty high.
Yeah! We're still a ways off, aren't we?
Not too far now. How are you feeling?
A whole lot better than I did a minute ago. Yeah. Nope, not working. Huh. Okay. Huh.
I'm just getting started.
Damn right you are.
This looks like a big one.
Shit, I can't see a fucking thing.
Just breathe. It'll be over soon enough.
Here it comes. Kinda want more of a challenge.
I'm very glad to hear it.
So after combat, I'd say do a scan and see if there's any items to pick up. Every once in a while they drop some items. So if you ever get a knockdown, as you saw there, you can press triangle and you'll jump forward and stab him with a knife. It's kind of like a killing death blow. And whenever you get hit and you reflect it, you can press triangle to get a counterattack, which creates like a spear that sends people flying.
I'd imagine you'll have this wrapped up.
But you can't do it on
Yep.
moves that glow red like that, because those will go through your guard. There's a good counterattack.
Oh, fuck back.
At least somebody loves you.
Ha. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. There. Oh. Is that really it?
Craving a slightly stiffer challenge?
Get some treasure.
Maybe a little.
These guys are pretty tough.
Now, quickly!
All right. Thoughts?
Not bad. To you.
Yep.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, what he said. Yeah. Ah.
Seems we're free of any immediate danger.
Alright, so here's our
Here's hoping it
first
stays that way.
puzzle
Shit.
lockpick
Looks like
thing.
Some kind of lock.
Some of these can be pretty challenging, but the goal is just to make a path from the sun to... I don't know what that is, some kind of explosion thing. I feel like most of these I got kind of lucky on. Let's see. If I start taking too long, I'll just edit it out. I feel like I've already messed this one up. Yeah, let's hold triangle. There we go. That was, yeah, super simple. There we go.
That was a tricky one. Let's see. What do we got here?
Get some old coins. I don't know what those are used for yet. I assume they're special currency for the main game. I couldn't find anything to spend them on in the demo. Alright, so this here is mana. Definitely want to pick this up, because you can spend that on new spells, and you also earn mana when you level up.
Consumables?
I'll try not to consume them all at once.
And there should be some mana, yep, and then some birds over here as well.
That's it. Ugh, you're fucking kidding me.
Learn to take your time.
That'll do it. That's it.
Tired after that little performance?
Hey, I'm always tired.
So what I'm doing there is if you press the circle button right as an attack's about to hit, it counts it as using parkour to dodge. And then for the climbing challenge, it's just anytime you gain height using verticality, you know, the wall step move. Okay, and then map-wise, this case, we're just right next to the beginning area, but we climbed up from over here. So I'll head back here. Nice thing about this map is you can actually set multiple markers, which is super, super helpful. You can set up to 5 in total before they start replacing each other. So we'll take this route, and then we'll head over here for 5, and then we'll come back and clear out this area, and then do this familiar quest over here.
It's just up ahead.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, enemies reset. They reset pretty quickly. You don't have to go too far away for them to reset.
Well, do something.
Okay.
See if we can get a couple dodges in.
Damn.
I don't like the look of this. Your skills are coming along.
Guess so, huh?
Alright, I think we have enough mana for first upgrade I would like to get. Hovered over the fire. This Blast Slice is one of the best moves in the demo for sure. And upgrading it makes it do so much more damage. And we'll pick this up pretty soon too. The level 3 is insane. Oh, we just passed number 2.
Looks like everybody showed up.
Might as well make the most of the opportunity.
Do I have to?
Somebody somewhere.
This should
Maybe
come in
not.
handy.
Another cool thing, if you ever hit triangle for a chest while you're doing parkour, Faye will zip right towards it and do a cool flip and open it up for you. Alright, so there's number 2 down.
Yep. Whew, feels like I can breathe easy on this.
Very nicely timed.
Huh, thanks.
Yeah, note to self, dude,
Don't worry, this'll be quick.
the disperse for flying enemies is amazing.
Yeah. They're gonna have to try harder than that.
Let's pray that they don't try too hard.
Alright, almost to number 3.
Ah!
This one seems like something of a handful.
Yep, better start pulling your weight.
Might want to try and avoid getting hit for a little while.
Oh, might I? Yeah. That's not doing much. Okay.
Now's your chance.
Here it comes. That felt good.
Can't argue with you there.
Little mini boss.
Huh.
Well, I should say tougher enemy. I don't know about mini boss.
Nothing, I suppose.
Alright, what are we at on time?
I'll be the judge of that.
28 minutes. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump to the next part real quick.